What's up, face-to-face learners? It's time to do some video editing. Welcome to week 2, day 1, and I'm your teacher, Mr. Brown. You guys hopefully know me. If not, well, welcome to class, I guess. I don't know. It's Monday. What are we gonna do? All right, let's talk about this. We got some stuff to do today. Today is Monday. We're gonna start our project cycle over. Remember that what we're trying to do is to get into the habit of doing like a weekly cycle so that each and every Monday we basically start completely new and we are finished by Thursday, maybe Friday. So we're gonna try this this week for sure and try to make it kind of happen and make it work out. Here's what we're doing today. We're going to be downloading our files from Google Classroom. We're gonna be setting up our folders in Windows. We're gonna be extracting our clips, and then we're gonna be setting up our project in Premiere Pro. So those are the things we're gonna get done today. You guys have this video to watch. I'm not going to be teaching this while we do it, but I am gonna be walking around and just making sure you guys are okay and following along. So here we go. Let's head over to our computer screens. Haha, here we go. It's time to get started. Very first thing you need to do is go to Google Classroom, which is supposed to be one of these things, but I can't find it. Here it is. So, and we're gonna go to, actually I'm just gonna bring up first period today. And here's our first period. You're gonna go to week 2, day 1, organize and set up project. That's where we are this week, and give it a click. Here is the file we need. And last week it was so easy to download, but and Google in their infinite wisdom can never, ever leave anything easy to do. So we're back to doing this really weird thing like we had to do with Photoshop where you have to click the 3 dots to download it. It's an absolute pain, but here we go. Let's do this. Click on the zip file first. It pops up. We're gonna go up to the top and we're gonna go to the 3 dots. We're gonna click and we're gonna hit open in a new window. And it brings up this list of files, and that's actually all the files in the box. That's what we need. But now we're gonna come up to this download folder, download icon, in the top right. It's a little arrow with a, a box, I guess. I don't know, something. Click it. And now it's gonna bring you to this screen. And it's gonna tell you it's too large for Google to scan for viruses. I'm not gonna upload a virus. So anytime you come to this and it's something from me, definitely go ahead and just, hit download anyways right here. So here we go, download anyway. So you're just gonna click it. Boom, and then it's gonna automatically, I'm not clicking it, but I've already downloaded it. So then it's gonna come down here and it's gonna download. And from here we need to come to our folder. So, I'm just gonna close this to make sure you know how to get here. Down at the bottom, you should have this little Windows folder. Click it. And I'm actually going to go ahead and go to my downloads. So you can go to this PC and downloads. So one more time, this PC, downloads. There's our file right there. But I need to move it. I need to get the files out of here and move it somewhere else. Last week I had you guys do some extra stuff. I'm gonna cut that out and I'm gonna show you how to do it from this screen. So you don't have to move the files from here. You're just gonna extract them from this point. So let's do some extraction. Go ahead and right click on your week 2 media. And I'm gonna go to extract all, which is 4th thing down. It's gonna pop up with this little window and it's asking you where you want to send the files. So we're just gonna go ahead and hit browse and we're gonna send these to our videos folder, and we're gonna have to set some folders up along the way. So we're doing this to hopefully save a little bit of time. So come over here and click videos, this PC first, then videos. And when you get to your videos folder, we don't have a folder for this week. So let's create the folder. So right click, go to new, go to folder. So again, we're inside the window, right click, go to new, go to folder. Oh, well, I screwed that up. New folder, bam. And I'm gonna name the folder week 2 because that's the week that we're on. Hit the enter key. And now I'm actually gonna go into this folder because we're trying to, remember, don't forget where we are. We're trying to move these media clips from downloads and extract them to where they need to go. So we're going to, and next, we're going to need to create, we're in PC, this PC, Windows Week 2, we need a media folder. So let's right click in here, let's go new, let's go folder, right click, new folder, and I'm gonna call this one media, just like that. And I'm going to hit select folder. Well, I mean, I guess I'm going to. I double clicked on media and now I'm gonna hit select folder. There we go. So when this pops up back to here, it should say users, your student ID, videos, week 2, and media. One more time. Users, your student ID, videos, week 2, media. And then you're gonna click extract. And mine automatically opened up the media folder, and there are 8 different videos with 1 audio track inside. And when you should be able to come up here and look in your Windows menu bar or address bar. It should say this PC videos week 2 media, and your media should be there. If you get to this point, you are in great shape and you are ready to create your Premiere Pro project. So let's go back to our PC. Let's close some windows. I'm gonna close this downloads folder. I'm just gonna leave this open because we are gonna need it in a minute. And I'm gonna come down here to my Windows Start button. Or if you were smart and you already created a shortcut on your desktop, it's right there. You can double click that. But for those of you that didn't, I'm gonna click the Start button. I'm gonna come up here. It's called Adobe Premiere Pro 2020, and I'm gonna click it. It's opening. Sorry, I've got the yawnies today. And now I have to drag this all back across. So here we go. We've got this. This is kind of what yours should look like. We've got this pop-up window going. And what I want to do now is I want to create a new project. So I'm going to go ahead and hit new project. If yours opened up to another project already, there's a home button, kind of looks like a house right up here in the top left. Just click it. It will take you back to the screen. So if yours opened up its own thing, then just click the home button and go back. From here, we're gonna click new project. I'm gonna title this project Move because that is gonna be the name of our project for this week. It's gonna be called Move. The next thing besides the name is we need to make sure it's storing in the right location. Mine definitely does not have the right location. Mine says users, my name, videos, and week 1. Well, that's definitely not right. We want it in the week 2 folder. So I'm gonna click browse. I'm gonna come to this PC, videos, and now I'm gonna go to my week 2 folder. I do not want to put this in media. I want it to stay in my week 2 folder. So I'm gonna just leave it right where it says here, your top should say this PC, videos, week 2, and I'm gonna hit select folder, and bam. Now, you need to double check users, your student ID, videos, week 2. If it says that, you guys are good, and you can click OK. And here we go. It's the screen. It's what we've all been kind of working with, Premiere Pro. Make sure you're on the right tab. So look up here at the top with me and make sure you are on editing and not on learning or any of these other goofy ones. So make sure you're on editing. I'm actually going to use a keyboard shortcut, Alt-Tab, to bring my media back up. But if you need to, you can click down here. You just want your media on top of Premiere Pro and over here to the side so that you can easily see the project panel. So on Friday, we did have a quiz, and very few people actually turned the quiz in, and I have no idea why very few people turn the quiz in. But you need to know what these panels are called, because when I'm talking about sticking something in the timeline panel, or I say, well, you need to open it up in the source panel or the preview panel, you need to know what I'm talking about. If not, you're gonna be very confused for the rest of the semester. It's like trying to learn a language, but not learning the very basic words of the language. So we're gonna go through these really quickly just so you guys remember. We have the project panel down here in the bottom. We have the source or the preview above that. Down here in the bottom right, we have the timeline, and above that, we have the program panel. So I'm gonna hit Alt-Tab one more time and bring up my media. Click in the media window somewhere, and then hit Control-A to select everything. Then I'm gonna click, hold, drag, and drop. And eventually, all 9 of our clips show up. There are 8 video clips and 1 audio clip. So 8 video clips, 1 audio clip. If your machine is looking different, or if your files are looking different, look down here in this bottom left corner. There is a little button that will help you switch. There is the icon view, or list view is what they call it. And then there's the icon view. So you've got list view here, and it actually has your files on a list with a name. You don't get a preview of what's the clip, but if you need to, you can double click it. I actually prefer to use the list view because it just helps. But it's really a matter of personal preference. The crazy thing about Premiere Pro is a lot of how you organize it and set it up really has more to do with personal preference than anything. So we're just gonna go back to this icon view. And right now we do not have a sequence, but we want one. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my basketball clip, basketball 1. I don't know if you guys caught this, but I did totally misspell basketball. Don't know what I was spelling this morning when I was doing all this, but I'm gonna go ahead and click. I'm gonna go ahead and yawn. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and click basketball, just basketball. If it looks like this, that's not right. You just want the basketball clip, so it should just be gray around the basketball clip. I'm gonna click, hold, drag, and drop it in the timeline to create my first sequence. When I did that, 2 things happened. My timeline appeared with the sequence, it copied the same name as the clip, and it created an icon over here for the sequence. And what I wanna do with this, sorry, I keep yawning. Maybe I should have gotten more sleep last night. I don't know, something should have happened. Goodness. I'm going to right click on the sequence down here at the bottom. Only the sequence is selected. I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna come up to rename. Because what I wanna do is I want my stuff to be organized. And so eventually we're gonna get to the point where you don't just have one sequence. Eventually we're gonna get to the point where you have multiple sequences, and things can get very, very confusing. So even still, organizing and naming our files is very, very, very important. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to rename, and I'm gonna rename this sequence, and I'm gonna call it Move, M-O-V-E, which is also our project name, but that's okay. And so now I have our sequence, and you know that you did it right when the name changes over here in this sequence. And so now we have our project set up, our sequence set up, our files in the right spot. Looking at Premiere Pro, we are absolutely ready to go. So you only have one more step. Come up here to File, go down to Save, or you can just hit Control-S and save this project. And we are ready to get to editing tomorrow. So tomorrow when you guys come in, we will be editing. We're gonna do a little bit of more organizing first, but then we're gonna start trying to edit this footage. All right, guys, I hope that makes sense. We're going to be moving pretty fast this week, so make sure you're following along with these videos. And of course, if you miss a day, it doesn't hurt to watch through the video just to kind of see what we're doing so you can keep up. But yeah, we're gonna move pretty quickly from now on. So be here, pay attention, make sure you're getting your stuff done, and we'll be cranking out a video a week in no time. All right, hope y'all have a great Monday. And as always, if you have any questions, just ask me in class, or you can email me at william.brown@terrellist.org.